Hello everyone, I bring to you a match between Grimm Guy, probably the best Grimm alt on the site, and Starflash, probably the best player on the site. So this is gonna be an epic one. I don't remember seeing them playing against each other, so this was like a beautiful feature and I had to follow it. And I actually don't remember how it played out. This was from a while back, so it's gonna be a surprise. So I'm pumped for it. So let's take a look at it. By the way, new background, right? Oh, it's just my living room. Got the couch here, whatever. I don't know if you can see it, but anyways, back to the game. What am I talking about? So we have Grimm Guy, right? With Grimm, the worst CO maybe of the site. Of Advanced Wars, and then we have Starflash. It looks like this was a tier 3 match, so he went with Lash. So okay, yeah, that's interesting because I think Kindle is tier 2 in this map. Well, I guess in general now in standard. So Lash makes sense. So Lash is gonna have that extra firepower, right? You got the forest, you got the mountains, even the plains, and especially people forget on the freaking cities, right? She's gonna get that 130% firepower, and it's against Grimm, so every bit of extra firepower is gonna be really nice. Lash is actually gonna get better thresholds of firepower against him due to his decreased defense. And it looks like they're both going for some city skipping here. Actually, this infantry didn't go for this capture or this, and actually is rushing this. And then same thing here for Grimm Guy. He's not gonna, well, he's gonna try to rush this over here. So they're gonna have, and also, okay, rushing this, this is exactly what you want to do, and then go for the airport. Same thing over here. But Starflash he's actually gonna back up this city, and Grimm Guy is not. I actually just finished recording. Literally, I just finished recording the video of Grimm Girl against F Tiger, and now I'm doing this one. So it's all Grimm. Tonight is all Grimm. It's grimming. Infantry moves forward, and this is just a bait. It's gonna go for that airport. Actually, look at that. This infantry didn't even rush any of these. It's going to go over here, then change over here. This property is very contested, so we'll see what they do. But recon is made. Ooh, this recon is made, and it's actually going to contest that airport. Wow, this is probably the first time that I see this. So a day 3 recon, which is able to point at this airport, so it really puts this airport under threat. So it's obviously going to force a tank build here from Grimm Guy. I guess he could make a recon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's see if he makes a recon instead. That should do some nice damage, if I recall. Especially it's going to be a Lash recon on a road. Okay, no, makes a tank, so more safe. But it's something this is going to be important to see. So that recon's still gonna do a lot of damage, like 6 or 7, right? This is Grimm we're talking about. No comm towers too. But imagine on a road a recon. That's some nice damage. I think a recon could be a nice answer, but I think it's fine because he's still gonna get the funds to make a tank, like another tank next turn. So probably not worth it to just make a recon. And this tank is gonna absolutely blast, like out of this world. This recon is gonna destroy it. It's a Grimm tank, you know. On the other hand, this airport is not gonna be contested, so Starflash is gonna be happy with that. Recon is not gonna go for any of the shenanigans because the tank was built, but it's now gonna kind of shift over towards the middle, maybe threaten some of these caps, perhaps. We'll see, but. It's not gonna do too much to Grimm Guy, it seems. This tank might chase it, but probably not because you can easily make another tank here and it's not threatening that much. So there you go. Possibly this recon could line up nicely with this tank. So if this interrupts, for example, and then this tank gets in range, then the tank attacks, and then this tank can attack that tank. And that will be a nice trade there for Starflash. We'll see if that's what he was planning to do. So in that world, I think there will be some reasoning for Grimm Guy to make an artillery here, and then kind of instead of over here, to make it here, and then kind of protect this area with their artillery, especially here and this mountain, which is very contested. But he actually decides to make an artillery here, and no tank. He had the funds, but he decided to make an artillery. Artillery. I don't know why I'm kind of skating through the words. So artillery on the 2 base, it is very strong. It is pretty fast, right? The fronts are so close, and it's gonna be nice to contest this. Recon is gonna keep zooming by through the center now towards Starflash's 1 base side, and he also makes an artillery. Well, he also had funds for another tank. Oh well, we'll see. Infantry is gonna go there for that capture. Now pointing at this mountain city. This infantry can get a nice first strike here. Not sure if it's worth it though with the repairs. Artillery is okay, it's protected from the recon. I've got a tank here which protects this infantry. Everything is protected from this recon. It's kind of driving a lot of the early game, this recon, a lot of the focus, but also have to have something covering this guy, right? So this tank is kind of covering a lot, so that's why this tank had to be built. Or if not, if this tank would have been built like on this base, it would have been a mistake. Or like on this base, because then he can, I don't know, you have the artillery still. But you know when you have like one tank covering 2 recons kind of thing, you can send both recons, only one will get taken out and the other one will get more damage, so it's still worth it. So in this case, he has everything covered. Both tanks are covering stuff from all the threats that Starflash has. So no attacks so far. There has been no blood spilled yet. Tank is gonna win. It's gonna get this coverage, so artillery can probably go anywhere here that he wants. Yeah, there you go. Boom. It is gonna lock down that city. Nothing to break through here. So this artillery is nice and defended right there. I mean, it could get tapped here by this lash infantry on a mountain. Probably deals 2, maybe 3 damage. It doesn't have the comm tower, so I don't know how much it would be, but got all these captures in the back. This map has so much income, guys. Like, this is one of the highest income standard maps out there, and it's really tight quarters as well, like very quick, like base to front timings is really quick. So you start to see, yeah, look, you see 19k, and they still have a bunch of captures still. So you start to see neo tanks pretty easily, bombers, all that kind of stuff. We're gonna have a copter here. There's a lot of steering here, locking down this city, locking down this one. Got copter from both. This is gonna demand an anti here from Grimm guy. I had to turn off the AC because it's just ridiculously loud. It just makes so much noise. I don't know why. So there goes the anti for Grimm guy. And we're having this classic development of this map where the sides get fought over a little bit in the early game, and then everything starts to go more towards the center. Also kind of due to the cap phase, like you have these 4 properties that you want to capture, so you kind of want to in part threaten the other one's captures and in part defend your own. So you got this artillery here protecting this capture, also locking down this, shooing away this tank. This is really awkward for Starflash. Like now he cannot go for the city, and also these are kind of locked down by Starflash. So artillery is playing a big role, and actually, ooh, wow, Starflash goes in here. Looks like that was a KO. Boom, with that Grimm lack of defense and that extra firepower from Lash gets that KO and is able to attack that. Let's see. This is gonna be interesting. Was this a guaranteed KO? Ooh, a 99. Okay, so a very high chance of a KO. Imagine if he didn't get that. That would have been, maybe he would have sent the recon. I don't know, but is able to attack the artillery. This is gonna be worth it though. You have to bring your artillery, bring the other tank. He does go for this attack here, so it looks like he's trying to maybe brawl it out to deny the comm tower, but you can't really deny the comm. This is kind of a really overextended area, really. Like, this is the 1 base airport area for Starflash. You usually don't want to be fighting further than this, like if you're purple, and then like this. Just really takes so long for these bases to reinforce this area. So now we have 4 tanks from Grimm Guy that are gonna get a bunch of first strikes here. You can probably go for all of these 3 tanks, honestly. And then this copter is not really in range of any of those tanks. And then this anti-air can be in range of protecting from the copter the other turn. So this is probably what we'll see. Does he go for the kill there? No, okay. He's gonna take out that tank. He's gonna, oof, look at Grimm firepower. Without a com tower too. He's gonna take that out and join to then have a fully, 10 HP infantry there. And actually doesn't go for the kill, it goes for the kill on the recon. Probably gonna bring the artillery here. Yeah, and protect all these tanks. Copter gonna come in. I mean, look at that trade, right? Like, what's left? He lost 2 tanks, if you count this as dead, the recon, and then 2 infantry. And now the artillery, it can get a shot out, right? But it'll be like, okay, you take out a tank and then you lose your artillery. So is that really that beneficial? You already lost 2 tanks, so you have to take out 3 tanks this turn and lose your artillery. Let's just like, oh, such a bad trade. I mean, he did take out this artillery, right? But still, there's an overwhelming tank number. So just from this initial attack, the Starflash is down in tanks. So that's gonna hurt. Ooh, look at that KO with a tank. It's crazy. I guess it's Lash on a city, so insane firepower. So he's gonna take out 2 tanks and actually goes and take out the other artillery. Okay. Man, this guy finds some tactics sometimes. It's just amazing. This Starflash, I don't know how you do it, but that extra firepower from Lash is really helping him here to get those KOs. Artillery got a KO, and these tanks were able to get another KO and took out the artillery. So he did actually take out 3 vehicles, which is exactly what I was saying. He was able to take 3 vehicles. So, and this copter is in range to protect these from this copter. It can be somewhat of a problem if he loses all of these tanks, though. He's going to need a tank to take out this anti-air, so that can be tricky. So let's see. Now it's Grimm Guy's turn. Look at that power charge. It's gone up. And, oh, I forgot to put the music. Oh, well, we'll have to do this without music then. But, yeah, look at that charge going up. So Grimm Guy can use the power. We'll see if he uses it. Starflash will want to use that super eventually. Let's see. Anti is going to go in and attack that artillery. Does a lot of damage. Let's see. Okay, he does use the power. I think he's going to take out all the tanks. Because if he does that, that can be a problem for Starflash. Oh, even the artillery. And then he can sit here and then prevent this tank from attacking the anti-air. If you lose all your tanks, then your anti-airs they just reign supreme. That's really important. He's probably thinking where to put it. To put it here, like where to make sure that this tank can't attack this anti-air. But yeah, that's the spot right there. So look at that. Now this anti-air is gonna be free roam, and same as this copter, because what can Starflash do? He can't even attack. I mean, maybe he can. He can like take out this infantry and then kill the copter with his own copter, but then he's gonna die to his anti-air, and that's just not what you want. And then you still have more tanks to deal with the incoming tanks. Man, good there by Grimm Guy taking out the units that matter. And now we have the prime tactics by Lash. I don't know if you guys can hear all the honking. I don't know why there's so much honking. It's freaking late at night. It's almost like midnight here, but I don't know what's going on. Loud neighborhood. I don't know. But yeah, here goes the prime tactics. Goes for a bunch of kills, starts a bunch of captures, a bunch of first strikes. This is gonna have a lot of defense. I'm not sure how much Grimm cares about that defense, right? How much does this tank do to this anti-air? It still does quite a bit of damage. It does 3. I mean, it's not that much, right? It's not gonna get too much value, and then it's gonna get struck back by a tank from a city. And if we look at, wow, that actually had a lot of value. Like, they're half a turn in difference of unit value, so very even. The thing is that Starflash is pretty overextended, and Man, I don't know how he does it. How does he find? It always seems like he's kind of losing, and then he finds little holes and is able to get kills and better trades. I don't know. I don't know how he does it. Look at that! Look at that tank doing 3 damage to this infantry. What the hell? Another counter. Okay, so it's 2 tanks and 1 infantry to finish off that guy. He really doesn't want to lose that capture. Those that are not on high defense terrain are fine to take out, but pretty much focusing on infantry. So just taking all of them out. Copter is going to go down with that anti-air, and he's going to take out that tank too. So this anti-air is going to live another day, and yeah, it's going to be really nice to protect from this copter. And then another one is made too, just in case. I guess it's good to have. I don't think it's really necessary, but it's still good. He does have more tanks. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks, and Starflash only has 1 out in the field. So it's gonna be easier for Grimm guy to go and take out Starflash's vehicles in general, like the tanks and the anti-airs, which lets his other units, like his anti-airs, his artillery, his copters, kind of do whatever they want. So Starflash is gonna keep brawling, and he might be actually losing steam. It looked kind of okay after that turn, but that overextension is finally kind of paying off. What's the reverse of paying off? Like it's not paying off. The overextension is not paying off. Here goes our power. So having control of the middle here by Grimm guy is gonna be able to kind of clean all this up, and these vehicles are gonna kind of be stranded here. They're not going to be able to shoot at much of value as Grimm guy front shifts over here to his 1 base side with all his vehicles. Gonna take that out. Now nothing to contest this copter. All those captures from Starflash are absolutely denied, and now it's just winning. Just half the unit count for Starflash, down quite a bit in unit value, and not a lot of high value attacks that he can do. And he can take this out. He can go for some attacks here, interrupt this, but at the same time, there isn't that many healthy infantry from Green guy. You have like this one and this one, and okay, this one. So there's 3. Unless if you get a power, you can maybe attack this tank, but I wouldn't be surprised to see the GG here. I don't know. Maybe not Starflash. Maybe other players would. Maybe he'll keep up fighting. He likes a brawl, and he tends to not give up pretty easily. Let's see. So yeah, he actually goes for these attacks on this infantry, attacks this 1 tank, and just bunches up all the vehicles somewhat in the middle. I guess you could say that the vehicles from Grimm guy are kind of injured, right? You got this 5 HP, 3 HP, 7. So you have these healthy and this anti-air. This one's gonna take out a copter, guaranteed. But yeah, Grimm guy is gonna get this capture, which is gonna put him just barely ahead in income. Not that it's gonna matter too much, right? 1k from 24k, it's not that big of a difference. He's gonna have to be much more ahead and keep getting positive trades, or else Lash is just gonna be better long term. So we'll see. Let's go for that copter kill from the city actually, and kind of cutting off here, like using the mountains to kind of split the areas. So they got this tank. Well, this one got a nice value shooting at this anti-air, but Grimm guy not shy of making those anti-airs. Starflash is gonna keep attacking. Okay, he takes out that tank, uses terrain tactics. Is it for the recon on that artillery? Okay, because it enables the breakthrough for the copter. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought he was gonna take out the copter. He's gonna take out the tank, and he decides to resign. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I think it was just that overextension from Starflash earlier, getting into a brawl that eventually just was better off for Grimm guy, really, right? You can go back to that. That recon didn't get that much damage, if any. Probably slowed down Starflash's capture game and tank deployment. It was still nice because he was able to have some presence in the middle, kind of force a little bit of awkward positioning here from Grimm guy, but it wasn't that bad in the end for him because he had more tanks. He could kind of outposition Starflash here, and then Starflash decided to, maybe because Grimm guy was kind of winning the middle positioning a little bit, got the double artillery and these 4 tanks. Then he felt forced to kind of go and attack. I mean, it's just kind of Starflash things. He just kind of does these things sometimes. He's like, go attack. Yeah, he can be kind of reckless, especially in the Global League. He just likes to have fun. But this was probably not a good trade in the end. He did get this attack here. Then he lost 2 tanks. Then he does get 3 vehicle kills, which puts him kind of even. But then he loses another 1, 2, 3 vehicles. So way more negative. And then he takes out one copter and 1 tank. So yeah, he's still negative, and the vehicle trade and kind of overextended. And then just Grimm guy keeps wiping out army here. Like on that turn he took out what? 1, 2, yeah, 2 vehicles. So it's every turn Grimm guy is taking 1 or 2 more vehicles than Starflash is taking out of Grimm. So, and then this turn, what he takes out? Okay, he takes out 2. Then he takes out, like Grimm guy takes out these 3. Boom. So yeah, and then it's just a snowball from there into GG. So well played there by Grimm guy. Fun game. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Give the video a like, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff if you liked it. If you want to see more videos here, if you had a good time, it does let me know what you guys like, and it also motivates me to see you guys support with the different ways of engagement and stuff. It does give me the motivation to make more. So if you liked it, keep it coming. Thank you. Bye bye.